Okay, YouTube. I had messed up a stud. When I put the third function valve on, I had to remove the wheel, and I had messed up a stud. And so I'm gonna go back and try to remove that stud. I may put a bolt in it or put another stud. I went down to the dealer and bought either or. So I determine when I get it out how tough it is to get it out, what I'm gonna do. But I did learn with the field tires, they're very hard to maneuver, and that's how I messed up the stud. I didn't have it jacked enough, high enough, and I pulled it off, and it just ripped the threads off the end. So I bought one of these moving deals, and it said it'll hold up to 800 pounds. So I'm gonna put that under there, get that wheel off of there, move it out the way. I may take some a ratchet strap the wheel to it, just as long as I can move it, get it out the way, and then get it back on. As soon as I get the wheel off, then I'll let it back down on the jacks. All right, yeah, I got the wheel off. While I got the wheel off, I'm probably gonna wrap those hydraulic lines with some of that protector. But the look deal worked out really great. Put it on the jacket up, put it on there, let it down just a little bit, and then you can get on there, and that way you can move it around. It's filled with fluid, and so it made it real heavy. But what we're going to do is, since it's the threads got messed up, I decided I'm going to take it off and change it. So what I'm about to do is, like I've seen online, I think it was GP Outdoors and then others have shown on the OrangeTractorTalk.com and Tractor.net, you can use one of these and a hammer. And I also got a heat gun. Someone suggested taking a heat gun and kind of heat up the thread locker if it has thread lock on it. So we're going to try that. Okay, I was able to break it loose. It is turning. On one of the tractor forum, they said you can maybe heat up the blue Loctite or thread sealant, whatever they had on it. So this one here gets up to about 1500. I'm gonna leave it on there for about 2 or 3 minutes. Get it good and warm, get a little expansion going, and then try to get some more grip to get it turned. But it is turning. It's slow, and it's difficult all the way out, but it is turning. Okay, stud is out. I can't tell why it was so tight, but it's tight all the way. All the way. It does not look like it pulled the threads. I may go get a tap to run through it, but it looks like it's got something on the threads that may have made it tight. Okay, we're putting it back in. We just jam the nuts. A little bit easier on automobiles. They're pressed in, but this is threaded in. It threads all the way. I sprayed a little bit of this on the threads when I started. I'm surprised they have it so tight all the way. Wait till I get a little bit closer. Some start coming out the back, and I may put a little thread sealant on it. Finally got it threaded through on the Power Beyond the line, and I'm not gonna be able to do the other one. It's just too tough to try to thread it through. So what I'm gonna do is just tie everything real tight together. But I've been going to cover this one since this is on the forward outside. I do have a piece of rubber right there on that one. I'm not gonna take it all loose, so that's it. We're done. I put the wheel on it, put some tie straps on it, and we'll call it quits. The wheel dolly worked out perfect. I can just pull it in and out, and it hit the studs perfectly. So if you think about moving a tire, wheel dolly is an ideal way to go, especially if it's filled. And I mean, it hit it right on. So we'll get the bolts tightened up, get it done. With the torque specs, number 2 is for the rear tires. The bolt 145 to 166, and the nut 123 to 141. So usually what I do, I kind of go half what those are. That's my Craftsman torque wrench that I use. and we'll get those tires tightened up, and we'll be done repairing this stud. So my halfway point, I went around it one time in the star pattern. I'm gonna do it again, but my halfway point on the nuts is 135. My halfway point on the bolts is 155. And so I did the nuts first at 135. I'm just checking them a second time. And doing it in the star pattern. Okay, now let's go up to 155. It's recommended to drive it a while, then come back and check it again. And so I'll probably do that 155 right there. Okay, let's check these out. Okay, it's done. Repaired the stud, ran some more protection for the third function valve hydraulic hoses, and so we're good. That's a done deal.